Hey guys, welcome. Welcome. Today we're gonna do just a couple cards, 4 cards for the week ahead. And yeah, tomorrow is the Cancer new moon. What's up? What's up, KP? Hey, Angelina, what's up? KP, Virgo, right? Virgo or Libra. Let me know. Yeah, tomorrow is the new moon in Cancer. Yes, Virgo. Okay. So I'll do Virgo, and then I just want to let you guys know that next week I'm going to do the extended for Cancer, because each sign I have been doing, oh, that's not Cancer. We're going to do Cancer next. We're going to do Virgo first. Virgo. I'm going to try and keep these in order, so Cancer's next. Like for everybody's birthday month, I've been doing like an extended reading. So, yeah. So we're going to do Virgo. And then Cancer, and then Scorpio. I got these cards. Hopefully that helps like keep track if so when I switch them out. We'll see. Okay, so I'm going to do 4 cards. And I just want to start by saying Cancers are a lot of times really all about relationships. They're really heart-centered. They're really into their home. They're really into self-care, but a lot of times they are definitely a sign that gives a lot more at times than they receive. So I just want to preface by saying that. And it is Cancer season, so I feel like a lot of people are communicating more from a heart-centered place, communicating more about like their emotions, not necessarily like, and it doesn't always make sense, folks. You know what I mean? Because like sometimes your emotions just like they're emotions, right? So the 4 cards that I'm gonna do are gonna be your current energy, and then a single card for relationships overall, and just like the energy of your relationships. If it feels like it's specific for any particular sign, I feel like the reason why I'm saying that is because even as I was like sort of setting an intention for what I wanted to do tonight, I was like, there's going to be some that I feel like are going to be specific, but I did put overall energy, relationships, just overall energy for your relationships. And also that could be relationship to self as well. And then I wanted to pull a card for house and home. How are you feeling in your house and home? That could also be your body. And then the last card is going to be advice card for self-care and boundaries. So, oh no, you guys. Okay, so Virgo. All right, current energy for Virgo. So really focused on work this week, like probably making money. Relationships, interesting. I just want to pull all these cards out first. Okay, so your current energy is 3 of Pentacles, which is really about employment. It's about work. So it's like I almost want to say that some of you might even be starting a new job, but it's definitely about putting in work, like working a lot, maybe saving a lot of money. Yeah, so I just see you like really focused on that. And dare I say that it's because you're avoiding something. You're avoiding this Tower. This is the relationship overall energy. You're getting the Tower. So funny that I say it's not specific, but I think there is like some emotional conversations that you are probably avoiding with the Tower. It actually came in reverse, but I don't like to take reverse cards. It is noteworthy that it was in reverse. However, so Tower is really about something being built on a weak foundation and then it had to just come down, right? Tower is a great opportunity to rebuild something on a solid foundation. So I almost feel like there's part of you is avoiding this, the tower from coming, but you know that it's coming. And I feel like this week is a good time to maybe have those conversations that need to happen. So I'm trying to keep track of, hey Molly, hey Jessica, hey Kim. Let's do Jessica. I don't remember what sign you are if you want to tell me. But let me get back to this for Virgo real quick. So Virgo, yes, Tower, that's also part of the major arcana. So I feel like it is really, I think that your relationships are really important this week. And I feel like there maybe is a specific relationship for some of you that you really need to look at. And I also want to say the Tower doesn't mean that a relationship is necessarily ending, but a real good talk needs to be had and a lot of communication needs to be had to like rebuild like your relationships on a stronger foundation, basically is what I'm getting. Your house and home looks great though, and it's also another major arcana card. You're getting the Wheel of Fortune, which a lot of readers read this as the good luck card, but it really is, to me, it's a card about being prepared for when things go right for you. But it really does feel like you're just preparing your house. You're probably spending a lot of time at home, probably putting in a lot of work because maybe you want to make some home improvements. And if that isn't necessarily on your home, that could be on your body. Yeah. And then advice for self-care and boundaries. Virgo, Page of Pentacles. I actually really like this because it's almost like the difficult conversations that need to be had with the Tower. It's almost like you have a little bit of a shield. And this is your advice card for like self-care and boundaries. And I feel like that shield is a really strong boundary for you. But it is, the Page of Pentacles is also something new. And I feel like it is like a new way to communicate, a new way to set your boundaries. Because I feel like maybe your boundaries with the Tower for your relationships, maybe some boundaries got crossed because maybe they weren't communicated clearly. Actually, I kind of just want to pull one more card because I'm not getting any cards about communication, but I feel like the advice for self-care and boundaries is there with the Tower because maybe there is a specific person that is, let's see what this is. Okay, well, clarification card is another major arcana. It's a strength card, and this card is about leading with love. So really, I feel like this card is about communicating from your heart, which it's Cancer season. So this is like, but this is Leo's major arcana card, obviously, if it's not obvious with the lion there. But so I feel like communicate your needs and desires in your relationships from a heart-centered place. Like if that is all possible, like really put a lot of thought into it before you enter into the conversation, because sometimes, other people there's certain signs I feel like that have more difficulty communicating feelings. And I feel like Virgo is, I feel like one of them that's a little like, they're a little more analytical. They're a little bit more like, from the data brain, like rather than the heart centered. They're like logical, I guess is the word that I'm trying to use there. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Okay, and we're gonna do Cancer next. Cancer, and then I think Leo. Greetings from Croatia. Hi there. Good to see you. Leo, and then Libra, and then Aries. Hold on. Why did that go up? That's not what I wanted. Okay. My screen is being annoying. Oh my gosh, you guys, I didn't have internet for like a week. So, yeah. All right, so Cancer. 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 Current energy. Relationships, overall energy. Ooh, house and home. Advice for self-care, boundaries. Oh, I love this. Actually, let's see. There we go. You're welcome, KP. Okay, Cancer. So, let me put this here. Cancer. Your current energy is Knight of Swords. So you're like really getting after something. You're very focused. And Knight of Swords is very like logical, like logical minded, very thoughtful, but also he's just like going. He's like very direct and focused. So I feel like that's what your energy is this week. However, with your relationships, and that's the Knight of Swords, very direct, going after it, like on a mission, right? That's your energy this week. And your relationships is the Five of Swords. So I feel like I've gotten this for Cancer before, like involving their relationships, where it's just like you're really in your head and overthinking things. It's actually really the Five of Swords it almost feels like this really anxious energy where you are reading too much into things. Like you're so anxious and have a lot of anxiety because you're just overthinking things rather than just like chilling and having fun. When it involves your relationships, you're always like thinking like, oh, what are they thinking about me? Or what did that mean? Or things like that. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like it is really self-inflicted. Like it's a self-inflicted anxiety because you're so concerned with other people, and you really need to, I feel a huge big need for you to bring that focus back to yourself. So yeah, like you're hardcore overthinking things. That hurts my heart a little bit because your thoughts are just like, they're driving you a little mad. They're driving you a little bit crazy. However, I would say you do have a wonderful card for house and home. And this is very much like you have the King of Wands at home. So just freaking master of your domain. I love that. I actually feel like you may even have a Leo at home, if that makes sense. Because King of Wands a lot of times can be representative of a fire sign. And Cancers and Leos, like every sign that's before and after you have a special relationship with. So I do feel like this could be someone, but I feel like it is your energy overall at home. Like it could be someone that's supporting you at home. If it's not your significant other, it could be someone else. But otherwise, house and home, I feel like you're just on fire. You're like master of your domain, owning that shit. And your advice card for self-care and boundaries is the High Priestess. So I feel like you have like this really psychic energy this week. And I also really feel like you need to take some time out for yourself to really touch base with that. Because you see this lady here, self-care boundaries, right? This is the advice card. The High Priestess, I really feel like there is a need for you to get your mind right and really understand the level of psychic ability and intuition that you have, rather than listening to this Five of Swords within your relationships where you're just, there's a thing that just popped in my head. Always talk about this, where our mind sometimes is our worst enemy because one, we all are intuitive beings. Whether or not we lean into that and explore that, the more you use it, the more you will be able to, it's just like a muscle. The more you work your intuition, the more shit's going to come to you and you're going to have an inner knowing. And that's what I feel like this High Priestess is all about. However, with the Five of Swords in your relationships, that's the part of your mind and your mind isn't necessarily your intuition, because your intuition is your entire body and even outside of your body a little bit, right? It's like your whole aura is part of your intuition. You just feel things like when the hairs on the back of your neck stand up and shit. And I feel like that's what it's asking you to tune into. That's what these cards are asking you to tune into, rather than just being in your head in this cyclic thinking, because our mind sometimes plays tricks on us. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. And make sure and watch next week, because I'm going to do the extended for Cancer next week. Okay. I'll probably do Cancer at the very end. So definitely, if you can't make the live, just watch the replay. All right. That was Cancer. And we're going to do Scorpio next. And after Scorpio was Leo and then Libra. Okay. I just want to put them in queue. Baby, I'm a lion. Oh, interesting. Okay, love that. You're welcome, Angelina. Okay, so apparently, yeah, Croatia is a lion. I love it. All right, so what do we have here? Who did I say we're doing? We're doing Scorpio. Miss Mags, what's up, lady? Scorpio. Current energy. Relationships. House and home. Okay. All right. On the bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups. I love that. That's just, I feel like this is all about relationships. Like this season, Cancer season. So that's nice. Okay, your current energy. Same card that Virgo got for their advice card, right? I feel like there is some new energy that, like with the Page of Pentacles, it's something new that you're working on, that you're working towards. That's your current energy. So, and also I just feel like this like this shield, like you have your little layer of protection, like you're protecting your heart from something. And it's no wonder, because with your relationships overall energy, you're getting the Devil. And I feel like, and I actually don't, it's weird because I feel like with the Devil energy, there's a lot of temptations. And I don't actually think that this is any one person. I feel like this really, if I would say anything specifically, it almost feels like girlfriend energy, where people are influencing you to do things that you don't necessarily want to do. And usually Scorpios, out of all the water signs, it's funny because Cancers and Pisces, out of all the signs, I don't want to insult anybody, but their boundaries are usually pretty loose. Scorpios have such strong boundaries, and like usually like really strong, strict boundaries. And I feel though that maybe this week you're being tempted to do things that you don't necessarily want to do, that you're not really, so it's just like staying out too late or drinking or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not necessarily bad, but it's something to really be aware of. Because Scorpios typically do have really strong boundaries, and they're like, no, I'm doing X, Y, Z, and they already have a plan, and that's what it is, right? So that's good. And so that was a major arcana card. And then you also have for your house and home, the High Priestess. It's funny, similar cards are coming out. So house and home, I feel like this is intuitive energy. Like if you have like your kids, your significant other, people that are living with you, you already know what's going on with them. You don't need to ask, like you just automatically know. Like it's funny that this is about house and home, but it's so much about your relationships at home, your familial relationships. If you're a Scorpio that's living by yourself, this definitely is like about your family, where it's, or like your closer relationships where you don't even need to communicate with somebody. Like you just catch the vibe and you know what's up with them already. You already know something's up, or like you know when to reach out to your close relationships. So that's really good. It feels really, really powerful. Like you know exactly where to be, when to be, who to contact concerning that. And then advice for self-care and boundaries. You have the Seven of Swords, which is about being sneaky. And it's funny because it's almost like I feel this energy that you almost need to sneak to get away. And it feels like you need to take some time, either like really late at night or like really early in the morning before anybody is awake, to be by yourself and be with your thoughts. Because the swords are all about thoughts and thinking. And as this is coming in for your advice card, because the Seven of Swords isn't always necessarily the best card to get, depending on what the intention behind it is. But I feel like it's sneaky, because it's like you need to sneak these moments alone to yourself and just to be by yourself. And with him being like in the moonlight, just sort of sneaking away, like it's just something that you have to do to be able to be alone and hear your own voice. And I feel like that's really important right now with the High Priestess coming in, to really get in with your intuition. But I feel like you're already there, because Scorpios are so intuitive anyway. So, but that's really beautiful. I hope you enjoy your week ahead. Thank you, Scorpio. All right, Leo, my friends. Tell me directly if you will come to Ohio. You get to make that choice, my friend. You're welcome, Megs. Oh, hey, Sandra, what's up, lady? Sandra, I don't know your sign. If you put it below, I will do you next, unless I already did you or you're in queue. So I'm doing Leo. This is for Leo now. Leo, let's do one more shuffle. Leo, current energy, relationships, house and home, and advice for self-care, boundaries. All right, Leo. Wow. Your current energy is the Tower. So you got some stuff going on. Wow, I feel like this is almost like a similar reading, similar cards that you had before. Well, similar and different. The Tower, your energy. So something is going on with you. I feel like you've had some major realizations in the last week, or you are about to in this next week, where it's almost like, so if there was something major that happened this last week that sort of shook your foundation and like you're headed off to a new start, good for you, because you're already through it and you're just starting to rebuild. But if not, this could be something coming in the future, and it is an opportunity to rebuild and to lay your foundation like even stronger, like to build your foundation up. So that's actually really, a lot of people think the Tower is a bad card, but it's such a good opportunity to reevaluate like where you are, what your priorities are, and like build a strong foundation, basically. So that's your current energy. Relationships, overall energy, you're getting the Ace of Swords. So I feel like if your Tower moment had to do with a relationship at all, you're ready to move on. You have some new ideals about what you want to create and what you want in the future. Yeah, and I really feel like that's very possible that those cards are coming in together for a reason. House and home, if you were living with your partner, there could have been, if there was a split or something, you could be looking for a new place. You have the Seven of Cups, so you have a lot of options, but there is a best option when it comes to the Seven of Cups. You just have a lot of choices, a lot of things available to you. Some of them might not work out, so definitely do your research when it comes to that. This message is it really feels like something new coming in, and then the minute you decide to shift and change, like you have all these choices and opportunities come up for you. And then your advice this reading is so straightforward with your cards, and then your advice for self-care and boundaries is the Death card, death and rebirth. Like this really is, it seems like this week, like if it didn't already happen and you're not already experiencing a big shift in your perception and your way of being, then it's coming in hot. So that's amazing. I love it when there's big opportunities for transformation, and that's what I feel like is going on for you right now. But with the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Cups, you're already ready for it. Like I feel like you're very open-minded when it comes to that. And I think you're going to handle it really gracefully, actually. So beautiful. That's all that I have for you, Leo. That was super straightforward. Let me know if that resonates, because curious at this point. All right. We're going to do Libra next. Oh, Sandra, I did, what's up, girl? I actually did Virgo first tonight. Virgo was the first sign that I did. So, I always post these to my IGTV and I'll put timestamps, but you could just fast forward a little bit if you don't want to hear the intro, and it's there for you. All right, Libra, my friend. Libra, current energy, relationships, house and home. Advice card for self-care and boundaries. Okay. All right. Wow. Oh, holy moly. You have 3 major arcana right out the gate. So your current energy is the moon. So I feel like maybe you're really focusing on your emotions, dare I say, because we are in Cancer season. So, and I feel like you are actually, it's funny because I actually get this feeling that you're being a little secret and emotional at the same time, but I don't feel like you have clarity on why I feel like there's something that's, it's almost not clear to you. I don't think it's clear to you, like, why you're emotional or why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. And Libras a lot of times do have a very analytical mind. So I feel like just like this flood of emotions is probably, I almost feel like this energy in my neck just tightening, where it's, I feel like the emotions are a little overwhelming for you right now. And I don't think that that's a bad thing. Like, I think it's really good to feel the things, especially if you are a person that doesn't normally like feel so deeply with so much intensity. It's hard to figure out. Like, emotions can be really tricky sometimes. But I feel like, practicing and like embracing and just processing is a really good idea. So your relationship's overall energy is coming in as the Fool card. So I feel like there is definitely new love on the horizon, or possibility for new friendships. I feel like you're really open to new relationships at this point. And like, I feel like this card is saying, like, jump right in. Like, there's a lot of opportunities. There's a lot of people in this world. And where I'm at in Washington State, it seems like with everything is finally like almost like all the way reopened, right? So that's great. It's amazing. For house and home, you're getting the Lovers, 3rd major arcana. I feel like you're really like digging being at home and like embracing your space, right? I feel like being at home, it has given you the opportunity to work through some of this emotion and stuff, and like really like just embrace your full total self. Like, yeah. And then advice card for self-care and boundaries. I love this. I feel like this is a card that I frequently get for you. Also, 4 of Swords, just a time to reprieve, rest and relax, contemplate, like take time alone. So I do feel like with these cards, it kind of does feel like a little bit of a hermit energy and like just some time to be alone, right? So that's what I have for you, Libra. All right, Libra. Thank you for being here. All right, so let's do Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Current energy, relationships, house and home, and advice card. So your current energy, Sagittarius, is coming in as the Two of Wands, which is all about possibilities. I feel like you're really excited for the future. You're really excited for some things that are about to happen, and you're planning for the future. I see it's almost like manifestation, like you have a plan for what you want to happen in the future. And it's almost like you're envisioning it so clearly. Your relationship's overall energy is Nine of Wands. And I feel like you have strong boundaries within your relationships. And it's like you're not willing to give up on any of your relationships. You put in a lot of work, and you're like solid. You're gonna see it through. You are determined to make things work within your relationships, even though they may or may not be difficult at this time. House and home. You have the Page of Swords. So I feel like this is a card about like you really have some new ideas. I feel like you are making plans also for a move with your house and home. I don't think that you it's not that you're dissatisfied, but you see how you can make things better, and you're starting to plan for that in the future. I see like with the Two of Wands and the Page of Swords, I feel like there is the Two of Wands doesn't necessarily feel like it's about your house, but the Page of Swords definitely is like about planning for what you want to change regarding your home. Advice care for self-boundaries. You have the King of Cups. And I feel like with the King of Cups is really representative of a person that can hold space in chaos and really like hold the fort down and be that solid rock for other people. Even when everything seems like it's going to shit and all chaotic. And I feel like this card, the King of Cups, is just really like saying, be the anchor in that storm. Be the anchor in that storm for other people. It's going to be chaotic. That's life. Hold your own peace, and you're able to hold that peace for other people. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thanks for watching. Hey, Britt. What's up? Hey, Trevor. Britt, I will do Gemini next. Gemini. Trevor, if you want to let me know what your sign is and I haven't done it, I will do it next. All right, Gemini. Oh my gosh, so many of my Gemini friends have just been like living the dream lately. I'm envious of Geminis right now. Oh, Scorpio. I did do Scorpio already. Sorry, my friend. Oh, Kai, I forgot to do Aries. Did I do Aries? No, I did not. You're next. My bad. Aries is next. I know how Aries have so little patience too, and I love you. It's funny, whenever I put in the timestamps for Aries, I always like do it to the second so that they don't even have to wait at all. All right. Gemini, current energy, relationships, overall energy, house and home, self-care, and boundaries. All right. So, Gemini, your current energy is the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands in other decks, like in the Thoth deck, is called Valor. And Valor is all about not giving up, keep going forward, even in the face of what is it? Like extreme adversity. It's just like you keep pushing forward because it's a card of conviction. It's a card of like this is going to work out. So if there's something in your life right now that other people maybe are like, that's not going to work out for you, you're like pushing back and you're like, no, I know it's going to work out, you know? So I actually love the Seven of Wands, even though it's like, it's sort of like a hard energy to deal with and to be in, because it is dealing with adversity. It's such an opportunity for good growth and like that energy of knowing, right? And then your next card, relationships, overall energy for all your relationships is getting justice. So it's funny because I feel like even if there's a difficult relationship or something like, or it just, because justice is really a card about karma. So if there's anything like going on where you felt like something wasn't fair, I feel like this week it's going to balance out. Or maybe you may even get an apology. Or justice can also be if there's a legal issue, it'll be settled this week. So yeah, but it really is, it's overall, it's a card about balance. So your relationships are very, very balanced right now. House and home, Four of Wands. Just like I said, I would love to be a Gemini. Geminis lately just, the Geminis in my life at least have been, like, it just seems like they're just really having a lot, like they're living their life to the fullest right now. That's how I feel about a lot of the Geminis that I see and that I know personally. So, and the Four of Wands is definitely a card about that. Four of Wands is a card about celebration, living life to the fullest. Like house and home, this is a card actually about like holy union as well. So it's like a really wonderful energy. It's actually, Four of Wands is also just a really playful energy. So that's beautiful. Advice for self-care and boundaries. Your card is the Page of Pentacles. And it's funny, this card keeps popping up tonight. So, and you're the second card that Virgo actually had it in the same spot. And it really feels like you almost do have to, because right now, right, with it being Cancer season, we have a lot to communicate that is emotional. And I feel like you do have a little bit of a boundary up, but like where it's almost like she has this shield like over her heart. And I feel like, it's not like a super solid, like hardcore block, right? But it is sort of like protecting yourself, keeping your guard up a little bit. And I feel like that is like, and it is like literally the intention behind the card in this position is for boundaries. So I feel like that is like setting up a little bit of a boundary with certain people as well. Yeah. But even though, like, these are all really great cards for this week. So I hope you have a wonderful week ahead. Thanks for stopping in, Gemini. And I will get to my Aries. My sister's in Aries, so it's almost like we joke about how impatient Aries are sometimes. And I'm not like that. Not every single Aries is gonna be like that, but I think it's funny because I always think of my sister when I'm cracking Aries jokes or like saying a typical like, oh, this sign or that sign, because obviously there are more than 12 personalities in this world, right? Okay. Aries. Current energy for Aries. Ooh. Overall energy for relationships. House and home. Hot damn. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Okay, so freaking interesting. Before I even, and then at the bottom of the deck, you get an extra one, Ace of Pentacles, which is a lot of times, if it's not a new job or a new way to make income, it is an offering of love. If it was a love reading, it literally could even be like a proposal or something like that. But the reason why I'm saying that is because, holy shit, your cards are all so good. But besides that, they're all like, I'm just going to tell you what your cards are. Knight of Cups for your energy. Before I even read them, Page of Cups for your relationship energy. House and Home, you have the Sun card, Major Arcana. And then freaking King of Cups for your advice for self-care and boundaries. Actually, Sagittarius just had King of Cups for their advice for self-care and boundaries. But I just think that it's wild that you have all these character cards that are cups. Because cups, like hot damn, for an Aries, for a fiery Aries, it's Cancer season, so we're all emotional. Like a lot of people are wanting to communicate emotions, and I definitely, with all these cups coming out in your readings, I definitely see that coming in strong for Aries. So your current energy as the Knight of Cups, it's almost, right when I saw this card, the first thing that popped into my head is like you have your heart on your sleeve right now. Like you are ready and willing. You are, and not just, Aries are always like usually very helpful and like the person that is there for other people on the spot. But I feel like this is more from an emotional standpoint. Like if you are like just like if you're not in a relationship, or like it seems like if you are in a relationship, you're ready to take that shit to a next level. If you're not in a relationship, then you're ready for a relationship, pretty much. Like your heart is on your sleeve, you're putting it out there, and I feel like you're really like, Knight of Cups also, it doesn't even feel like it's just about a relationship, although the Knight of Cups is definitely the romance. He is the romantic person, the romantic character of all of the character cards in tarot. So I do want to say that. But it really is like you are that emotional, solid person for other people right now. So in your relationships overall energy, with the Page of Cups, it's funny because this is like almost the same energy, but a little less mature. So, because the Page of Cups is like the apprentice, right? Pages for all of the tarot suits are, they're learning, right? They're learning something. So I feel like maybe you're learning to be a better partner, but this is also sort of like head in the clouds energy. Like I feel like you're daydreaming about your relationships. So it really does feel like this romantic, very romantic side of you coming out right now, Aries. I love it. It feels really nice. For your House and Home, you getting the Sun card, which is amazing because the Sun card is really like, I feel like you're just enjoying, I feel like you're literally just enjoying the sun outside. I feel like you're really enjoying the outdoors. And I feel like you are like it feels like your cup is so full right now, right? It's like these are all like, even the way that I'm feeling in my body, it feels so good for you. And then your advice card for self-care and boundaries is the King of Cups. The King of Cups really is, I just talked about this with Sagittarius, is really like the anchor in chaotic ocean, right? You are just holding your center, even though there's chaos around you and like not everything is happy, you are holding your peace, you're holding your space, you're able to hold space for other people. That's like, your energy is really powerful this week. And I love it because it's so heart-centered for an Aries that sometimes, and trust me, I'm a Taurus, it's like the ram in the bull. We can be a little bit brash sometimes, but it just feels so like heart-centered and loving and joyful, really. So that's what I have for you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Like, it's funny because when I did Gemini's reading, I was like, damn, Gemini's got it going on. But like, damn, Aries, what's up? I need to go find me one of those. All right, let's see. Who else did I hope I didn't forget anybody. Oh, yeah. That is good. Yeah, I feel that too, that looseness. It's almost like when I'm reading for certain signs, especially if someone is on live with me, just like when I was reading for Libra, it's almost like I had this choked up feeling, and like sometimes I'll feel like I want to literally start crying. Like I think that I have low key on reading sometimes, but then sometimes it's a really light, playful energy. And I know that when I'm doing readings, it's not my energy. Like I know that I'm like picking up other people's energy. So it's actually so fun. Like I love to be live, and I love it when people come on live. So thank you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Someone else came on, but Boswood, what's up? I don't know your sign. I hate it when I forget people's sign. Go take your relax time. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to do Capricorn next. Unless anybody else pops on. Capricorn. Current energy. Ooh. Relationships. All right. House and home. Advice for boundaries. Okay. Actually, it's funny, Capricorn, because I almost feel like you need to loosen up your boundaries. Remind me if you're rising. I'm doing $45 for a more in-depth reading. If you want, you DM me and I'll get back to you. Because for a private reading, I'll schedule a Zoom call so we can do it on Zoom, and then I'll record it and send you the recording also. It's a really nice way to do it. Okay, Capricorn. The first card that you're getting for your current energy is the Magician. So I feel like you can really have whatever you want this week. You can create whatever you want to create. Like the world is your oyster. The Magician. It's a card about manifesting. So if you want something, manifest it. Go get it. Like make it happen. However, your relationship's overall current energy, there could be an ending, a Nine of Swords, or maybe you are longing for a partnership. If there's no one that specific that comes to mind, I feel like, I actually really feel, if you're a single Capricorn, I feel like this is, if it's not an ending, I almost feel like there's a little bit of a longing energy where like you really want a relationship, like you want a solid relationship. And there's this energy of like sleepless nights, about being concerned, maybe about being afraid to be alone. And however, it's kind of funny because for your house and home card, you're getting the Hermit. So like there's this energy of like not necessarily wanting to be alone and having these sleepless nights, but then you're not really doing anything about it. You're just kind of chilling at home, doing your own thing. However, the Hermit really is about being alone and embracing yourself and embracing your own light. So I feel like there is, with the Magician, you have the power to manifest whatever relationship you want. You have the power to create that, right? And I feel like with the Hermit card being in your house and home, it's like take the time to put that all together, to really like explore yourself, explore what you really want in a relationship. And then you'll be better able to manifest what it is you're really looking for in a partner. And then your advice for self-care and boundaries is the Queen of Cups. And I'm not saying that she doesn't have strong boundaries, but I feel like and I wouldn't necessarily say that. However, I feel like the advice here really is to loosen up on your boundaries, Capricorn. I feel like you can be so guarded that I feel like the Queen of Cups is here to be like, you know what, open up a little bit and see what happens. Open up to the possibility of real, true, lasting love. The kind of love that is like for the ages. I'm getting goosebumps because it's like you have the power to do that, but you do have to open up a little bit to it. You can't just expect to be at home and like the perfect partner just comes a knocking on your door. It's not going to happen. You need to put in a little bit of work in yourself and also put yourself out there a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love you, Capricorn, and I hope, like, if that resonated, like, I hope that you really do take it to heart and do a little self-work, self-care, and then just get on out there. Saddle up, cowboy or girl, whatever. It's hard, like, you know. Kim, oh my gosh. You know what, Kim? I haven't done Pisces yet. Who would perceive me as a bad person? Is it really funny though? Okay. Kim. Okay. That is what I have for Capricorn. I love you. All right. Pisces. I only have two left after Pisces. All right, let me just get a quick shuffle. Pisces. 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 Current energy. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Relationships. House and home. Uh-oh. Advice for self-care boundaries. Okay, Pisces. All right, this is really kind of specific, but current energy, Ace of Pentacles. I feel like there's new shit coming your way. This could be a love offering, but this could also be new house and home. Like, this is your energy. You're stepping into something new. There's something new coming in, and it's something tangible. So it could be money. It could be maybe you're moving, or could be new relationship, right? But that's your energy. So if it's something that you want to make happen, make it happen. Relationships, your relationships overall energy, you're getting the 10 of Wands. And this is like, I feel like with some of your relationships, you're just fucking over it. Like, it's been a lot of baggage and it got too, well, I don't know if you're quite there, but it's too heavy to keep carrying. Too heavy to keep carrying. And I don't think you want to carry it anymore. It's baggage that you're ready to move on from, but I feel like you're still hanging on to some stuff a little bit. So keep that in mind. And this isn't necessarily your romantic relationships. This could be friendships also, or even familial relationships. But I feel like there's, and I don't even know if this is a specific person. For some of you, it could be a specific person, or it could just be like, you know what? I need new friends. And with your current energy, with the Ace of Pentacles, definitely you could be making new friends. That could be a real possibility that you're moving on from certain relationships and stepping in and putting yourself out there to develop new relationships. So your house and home energy, I feel like there could be something going on in house and home. 9 of Swords is a card about like sleepless nights. It's a card about anxiety. So I feel like if you do own a home, which I know maybe some of you do, there could be something that maybe is like overwhelming, or maybe something needs repaired, or if you don't own your home, it could be maybe you have to move and you're like anxious about that, or maybe just things at home aren't quite pleasant. Maybe you live with people that aren't, like, you're not jiving with, could be a difficult roommate or something. But there's an anxious energy there that's causing you a little bit of stress and anxiety, and like you're up at night thinking about it. But your advice card for self-care and boundaries is Knight of Swords. And this is a card that is suggesting just to get moving, get your focus and get moving. And I feel like with this Ace of Pentacles too, this is a card about, you know what you want to go after. So you do have a focus, and this card is like, really, you know what you want, go get it. Like, make a plan, be strategic, and go get after it. That's what that advice card says to me. What's up, Brian? How are you? I did Virgo first. Virgo was the first sign I did tonight. But I'm going to do Aquarius. Thank you, my Piscean friends. Aquarius is next. Aquarius. Aquarius. Oh, wow. Aquarius. Okay. Current energy. Relationships, overall energy. House and home. Very nice. Advice for self-care and boundaries. Okay. So, your first card for your current energy, Aquarius, is the Star card. So this week, it's like you're really hopeful for the future, but it's almost like you got through some shit, and thank you. You got through some shit, and it's just like you are ready to move forward. You see the light at the end of the tunnel. And the Star card is really about hope for yourself, but also you're a beacon of hope for other people, because other people see what you're going through and they see what you do. So I don't think that the Star card isn't just about you. I feel like you are almost like a beacon of light and hope for other people as you move through and do the things that you do, right? Overall, for your relationships energy, you're getting the King of Swords. And this is definitely your card, Aquarius. King of Swords is and it's interesting because we're in Cancer season. But King of Swords is very strategic, very like analytical mind, very logical. So you're not really dealing with people. It's like you have this discernment. I don't think it's almost like I wanted to say, actually, you're being a little cutthroat. Like, I'm done with you. I'm not dealing with you. Like, I don't think you're wasting any of your energy on people that are not deserving of it. And I feel like you're being really strategic with your relationships. So people that are supportive of you, and I feel like it's actually really good, but it's dare I say, emotionless. It is. It's emotionless. I feel like you're not dealing with people's emotions, pretty much. Like, you're very discerning and strategic, and also a little bit detached when it comes to your relationships, because you know what you want, and it's like, if you're not the full meal deal, I'm not fucking with you. I don't want it. You're done. That's it. That's what I'm getting off that card. So, but also for your house and home, you have the King of Pentacles. So you're fucking Gucci by yourself. You are fine. You do not need anyone. It is amazing. Like, you're just kicking back, loving life. Lady Logan. Oh, damn. Are you a Capricorn? I always forget what sign you are. I don't know why I always forget. Okay, but anyway, this is Aquarius. King of Pentacles. Yeah, everything in your house and home is, you're taken care of. Like, you're very comfortable. Like, everything, like, you have no worries. Like, all your bills are paid. You're kicking back, like, having a good time, appreciating all the things that you have. Yeah. Oh, I did Capricorn. I only have one more sign after Aquarius, and that is Taurus. So I'll definitely put the replay with timestamps up for you. First, I was thinking Virgo or Capricorn. I couldn't remember. So what I would say, though, also your final card, advice for self-care and boundaries, you are getting the 5 of Pentacles. And as you can see, she's like left out in the cold. Like, she doesn't feel, and it's wild because I haven't got this with anybody else for the advice card, but I feel like this is, it's asking you to soften up, because I feel like, I actually feel like this is a person. I don't feel like it's necessarily you, but I feel like what comes around goes around. And I feel like with having sort of that cutthroat attitude with the King of Swords, it's like there's people that feel really hurt by the things that you're doing, and you might not even realize it, because you have your boundaries so strong, and like your clear vision for what you want. So I would just be aware of other people and maybe like what they're going through, and maybe challenge yourself to be a little bit softer, because I think deep down right now, with it being Cancer season, that maybe you do want to be a little bit softer, dare I say. So yeah, I don't feel, it just feels like that's not your energy, but I feel like it's someone that you need to know about, that's like maybe suffering silently, that doesn't want to, because Five of Pentacles is also, it's a card about being left out in the cold. And it's almost like someone else doesn't want to communicate with you about how they're feeling because maybe they're too prideful. If that resonates with you, because I feel like this is a really specific message for Aquarius. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. And last sign, Taurus. Taurus. Someone's got to be last. Taurus. 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 Current energy. Relationships. House and home. And advice card. Okay. So your current energy, Taurus, is coming in as the Hermit, which is hilarious because I'm a Taurus and I keep getting this card for myself as well. So, really, it's, the Hermit is like a card about taking some time to be alone, to explore the light within. The Hermit is a card about like really climbing a huge mountain and persevering and like going through all of these challenges, right? To like really prove something. Like you went through some things by yourself and then you realize how fucking awesome you are. So I feel like that's what's coming this week. So if you don't know how awesome you are already, be alone. Be alone a little bit. Sit with yourself. Maybe go on a hike or something, right? Get into your hermit mode. Like, yeah, spend some time alone. So relationships overall energy, all your relationships are like Four of Wands is a very playful card. It's a very celebratory card. It could be a card. A lot of readers read the Four of Wands about 11/11, which is could be marriage, but really it's just like a playful, fun energy with all your relationships. This isn't any relationship specifically. House and home is Three of Wands. And I feel like there's some new possibilities with your house and home. Like you're waiting to see what happens. I feel like you're working with other people. Like maybe you're making some home improvements. Or there's some changes going on at your home that you're looking forward to, really. Your advice card for self-care and boundaries this week, you're getting the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is really about legacy. So, and it's so interesting because I really feel like it's almost like you want to question yourself. Think about like really far in the future. What do you want to look back on your life and have accomplished? Like what is really, I feel like it's a card about really setting priorities, but also realizing this life doesn't last forever. And at the end of the day, in the dawn of my life, what do I want to say I did? What do I want to say I did? How do I want to say I lived my life, right? So I feel like it is, even though the major arcana card that's coming out is the Hermit, I feel like 10 of Pentacles is such a powerful card because it really is like, because with legacy, like family is everything, right? Yeah. So I'm going to leave you with that. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Taurus. And I'll see y'all next week.